Right. Now it's time for poll position. Sylvia, what have you got for us?
Well, the fact that there's no rating system for films shown in Chinese cinemas is a regular topic for debate here. It means that any movie released to theaters must, in theory, be suitable for any age group to see. But now China's internet regulators say they plan to introduce a rating system for online games. The aim is to crack down on what they call vulgar content as the number of young gamers soars.
Now, the Internet Culture Department says there will be 3 grades of games depending on their suitability. Those open to all ages, those for which gamers must be at least 12 years old, and those restricted to 18-year-olds and over. And the organisation says it's not only a matter of violence, sex and obscenity in games, the cultural values and knowledge they contain will also be taken into account.
Well, the system involves having to sign in with an ID number that will identify the player's age. But in theory, under 18-year-olds are banned from internet cafes unless they can produce a card, and that law is widely flouted. Experts estimate that China's online game market last year hit $4 billion, about 1/3 of the global market. And the China Youth Internet Association claims that around 11 million teenagers are addicted to online games.
So with so much money involved and the obviously huge draw these online games have, just how effective will the system be? Well, we looked at a couple of surveys which addressed this issue. First, one from Sohu.com asked people, do you support a rating system for online games? And the answer to that was fairly clear, with 3/4 in favour and just 1/4 against.
But another poll from QQ.com asked game players of different ages, and the question is, would you strictly follow the rules and only play games suitable for your particular age group? And this time the answers were equally clear, but quite interesting. Just 15% were prepared to abide by the restrictions, while 85% said they would ignore them. And there were a number of comments, Tom.
That's right. The first comment from someone saying, there isn't any rating system for films, so I guess it's not going to be easy to introduce one for online gamers, this person says.
Right. Someone else says, I'm strongly against this rating system. I don't think it's useful. Even if there were a rating system for games, pirates will get around it. The government should have a strict review of these games' software before it's released, this person
Well,
says.
Slightly different take from this third person saying, I strongly support this rating system. In foreign countries, this has already been done for a long time. Kids are more likely to spend ages playing online games because they have less self-control.
Well, finally, the last comment is, the internet cafes are the first thing that the government needs to manage properly, not the rating system. If these cafes didn't allow underage people inside, the problem would be solved.
Well, interesting comments and interesting results from both those surveys. Obviously, people saying, yeah, we support this idea. And then when asked, well, would you go along with it? Most people saying, no, I wouldn't. So interesting stuff. Now, don't go away. Coming up in a moment, the controversy over US blockbuster Avatar and why one version of the film disappeared from Chinese movie screens this weekend.